So before we take a look at the matches, guys, I want to show you the current slider settings. So they're pretty uniform for the user and CPU, except a couple of differences. So sprint speed 52, 53. The reason the computer's higher is we consider the sprint speed as the kind of the reaction slider. It's why players can switch off defensively very easily versus before where you can just burst through the line and get through everybody. So this allows the computer to make some better decisions defensively and to make up for some pace. It really works well. There's no easy goal, charity goals as I call them, as a result. Something that helps out here is acceleration at 49 and 50. This is for world class, so if you're on legendary, you switch at 50, 49. And the only reason you do that is just to help the charity goals and minimizing those. And it doesn't happen often on legendary, but world class, if you exploit it, it will be exploited significantly. Shot error is at 52 apiece. The reason for that is because we want to make sure that the computer can miss, basically, and the same with the user. It's not just about the miss, it's about the quality of the miss, right? I mean, you have players like Angel Di Maria who can try to hit a shot and he scuffs it, or Ronaldo even. These players are human, after all. Not every shot's going to be perfect. Even Messi misses. Pass error at 58. Previously we had this at 65. We've dropped it down to 58. The reason dropping it down to 58 is to help those crosses. Sometimes on 65s, those crosses were pretty crazy by the computer. And so this helps that. And it also helps the build-up, lets the computer be a little bit more purposeful and less hyper mode to just get right into your 18-yard box. Shot speed of 51 is perfect because it allows those slight deflections by the goalkeeper. So shots are really hard, and they're not just softly saved or softly pushed away. There's some significant deflection there, so builds a little more oomph into the play. Now, the reason for this video is right here. Pass speed at 20. That's right, 20. And I know what you're saying. Oh man, these passes are gonna be underhit. Everything's just gonna be slow, and it's gonna be easy to beat the computer. It's not the case. If you think about it, the way basically through all our testing is with the computer is if you put it at 50 pass speed, they can reach up to pass speeds of 60, 70, and 80. So if you lower it down to 20, now the max they can hit a pass speed is about 50, so that's pretty average. And so this allows them to do that and not feel like you're defending with your head cut off. And so with pass speed this way, you're able to not only defend better, but you can also see the computer be a little more human. They have to switch the ball. They have to pass back. They have to pass back to the goalie on occasion. And they'll make bad passes as well. It happens quite a bit, and you'll see that in 3 of the videos that I'll have after this. So trust me on this. Pass speed at 20. Now there's a trick with this, and I'll show you after I get through these sliders. Injury frequency 6340. This is just something I've always used. I really don't know the validity behind them. It's been suggested through the community slider, so we might as well just keep it. Goalkeeper abilities at 50. Reason we didn't want to go lower on 50 is mainly because the computer at times would not go forward or try to basically go in and rush the attacker if they're one-on-one, etc. So 50 has been pretty solid, and especially with the way the ball moves now, it happens quite a bit. It's very fun to see. Marking at 52 has been, marking in general in these FIFA sliders has been ridiculous, and so 52 has kind of been that balance between the two, and it always depends on the line settings you select. So we want to make sure we have the right line settings, and that's definitely important with run frequency and all the way to the line width here. So I want to go through that. So run frequency is at 10 and 10. It's mainly not to overpower, but also we want those defenders and we want those defensive midfielders not to overcommit into the 18-yard box, and so resulting in a simple 1-on-3 or 4 defenders, one attacker v4 defenders, because the defenders, as we know in my previous video, a couple videos ago, where they'll just stay there and on their side of the line and not come up and meet the forwards. So this is kind of a way to construe that with the line settings and with the run frequency. It also allows the attack to be a little less hyper and a little more build up, if you will. The height at 55 has been kind of a sweet spot. I would usually say between 55 and 75 actually has been really good, but we also want the computer to send balls up in the air, over the top of that fence, etc. So this is important to do that, and on top of that, it pushes everybody up. So it pushes everybody up. We have to complement that with the line length. We have it usually at 50. If you have it at 50 by default, then line length at 50, then you kind of lose that kind of way to build up. It's very wide open lengthwise, and it just doesn't breed any pressure throughout the pitch. So with that said, line length is at 35 and computers is at 36. The reason we have this discrepancy is because the sprint speeds are different, 52 and 53. So we're right behind the computer in a sense, but actually sometimes that's a disadvantage to be ahead of the line length, because you miss out on the interaction between the players. And with the discrepancy here, that always allows players to meet quicker and allows players to meet together in transition. So we don't want it a wide open. As you can tell, the theme of most of my sliders and most of the approach with Operation Sport sliders has been no charity. We don't want this given to us easily. And look at us in June now, still working on this. But this was actually my recent modification. Everybody was pretty hunky-dory and happy with what we had, and I just wanted to address this with the 20 pass speed, and everything else had to be modified. So it's not a big change, but it's significant enough to want me to pick up the controller and play some more. So line width at 55 has always been solid. This not only helps the defensive line, but it also helps the it helps the attack as well. And with that complemented with the fullback positioning, even better so, because they now will move up and down the pitch, and the computer will build up. They won't just try to send in simple over the top, or not over the top balls, but simple balls straight to the attacker and go from there, and it's a dribble fest or anything like that. So this has always been good. Now here's one with for the user, actually, for the power bar. If you feel like the 20 pass speed is way too low and you insist on using 20 pass speed or the regular pass button, you can increase this to 60 or 70. Of course, it'll affect your shots, so bear that in mind. Last but not least is first touch control for the user and computer at 100. People ask, why is this at 100, especially for world class as well? The reason for that is because the players are human, guys. And if you want to see some random plays, some random fouls, just randomness in general and realism, first touch control is your answer. It's a fantastic way to play the game. I've said this on many of my videos and many of my sliders that I've showed, is that first touch control that high is so much fun because you never know what's going to be expected. Yeah, you may be able to pick off the CB once in a while, but they may do the same thing to you. You really have to be aware of the type of passes you play in, and just in general, the overall aggression that can turn into some fun fouls. So one part I do want to show what I was talking about earlier with the pass speed of 20. If you want to use pass speed of 20, you must use through ball assistance at manual. The reason for this is you will be starting to use through ball assistance as manual. It's basically the same way as using pass assistance at manual, honestly. They do the same thing. If not, this is more free, but even then, it's still controlled well enough. I use it all the time, and you guys know I use broadcasting camera, and you'll see that in the videos here. That's how it's set up. So it allows that speed to still be worked fine. You can't really underhit a pass unless you really just tap it. So let's get into the matches, guys. Trust me on this. Hope you enjoy the videos. If I don't, jump back on here. Take care and stay tuned.
Rojo. Good control here. Quite congested midfield, but good passing from this team. Well, he saw the guy could switch the play to and came up with the pass as well. Excellent. Angel Di Maria. Well, the attacker is now spoilt for choice, really, in terms of support. Rooney. Looking for Mata. Dembele. Well, that's widened the game here, and they've got it to the wide man well. He's got the ball back well, the defender. Valencia. Dembele. Christian Eriksen. Eriksen. It's a chance to attack in numbers. Well done. Falcao. Mata. Dembele. Kyle Walker. He's got to cross it. That's a brilliant call by the assistant for the offside.
Yeah, you look at it, there's no doubt about it. He went too early there.
Valencia. Antonio Valencia. And he's got the ball well to set his team on the front foot by intercepting. That's a very crisp challenge there. Now Rooney. And it's ready!
Oh, the best shot he'll ever hit in his entire career. I'm sure of that. Top left.
Let's see the replay now. Jordi Alba. Pedro. I think the cross is off. Gone out to the wingman. Got the tackle in. Defender's done very well to clear that. Barcelona awarded the throw here. Neymar. And the attacking now coming from Barcelona. Ivan Rakitic. That is a free kick. Jordi Alba. Neymar. It's gone back to him. Ivan Rakitic. A back heel that's caught the opposition out. Iniesta. Evra able to block the cross. The player's done well here until it was the direction of the pass, really. Right idea, but didn't find his man. It's out over the touchline. Pedro. Brilliant opening, in with a chance. Keeper thought he got in the way of it. It's out off it into the net.
Iniesta. I just feel sorry for the keeper, really. The way he's hit that to his right, he's got no chance of getting a hand on him.
Let's take another look at the goal. On to the goal, they've opened the scoring here, 1-0. Evra. Juventus will get the throw. Carlos Tevez. is a chance from the free kick. Sergio Busquets. Here's the cross. Must to get the throw. Pedro. Well, that's widened the game here, and they've got it to the wide man well. Well, that's in the remit now of the referee. It's got to be. There's still a chance after the save. Disappointed with that touch. Donaldson. Nice touch. Elliott. Oh, so close, off the bar. That's going to be his throw here. Weir. Can he turn away from the challenge here? Tate. Taylor. Here's a chance to attack. This is going to be a throw. Taylor. Well, that's a piece of cake for the defender. It was a poor cross. Weir. Palmer. Weir. In quickly. Edwards. Palmer. It's out of play off the player. Tate. Hughes. Here's Taylor. Gets his foot in there. Phil Edwards. Now Elliott. Oh, in goes the cross. And in comes the header. Corner, Cambridge United. And he goes for goal with his head. Goodness, they needed him then to clear that. Throw in here.